Welcome to Huddleston Boland's short video seminar series on the Fair Labor Standards Act. The series includes 4 short videos on wage and hour compliance, the Voluntary Compensation Settlement Program, requirements for nursing mothers, and preparing for and managing a Department of Labor audit. Our speaker is Ashley French. Ashley is a partner in our Charleston, West Virginia office and practices in the Employment Law Group. This video is on the Voluntary Compensation Settlement Program.
Before we talk about the Voluntary Compensation Settlement Program, let me give you some background. The IRS and the U.S. Department of Labor have really been cracking down on employers who misclassify their workers as independent contractors when they're actually employees. As a matter of fact, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, about 10 to 30% of audited employers actually misclassify their employees as independent contractors. That results in approximately $3 to $4 billion in lost employment taxes and revenue. The Treasury Department estimates that reducing misclassification would generate over $8 billion in revenue over 10 years. So what is the Voluntary Compensation Settlement Program? The VCSP is an IRS program which allows employers to voluntarily turn themselves in to the IRS and attempt to reclassify workers that they've discovered have been misclassified in the past. The employer will then pay 10% of the employment taxes that would have been due and receives immunity from interest and other penalties. So who qualifies for the VCSP? Any employer who meets the following criteria. 1, treated workers in the past as non-employees. 2, they filed all required 1099 forms for the previous 3 years. 3, they're not currently under audit by the IRS. And 4, they're not currently under audit by any other state tax department. So what are the penalties for misclassifying employees as independent contractors? The IRS levies penalties in the amount of 1.5% of the wage paid and 20% of the amount that should have been withheld. The amounts are doubled if the IRS determines that the employer misclassified workers purposefully. The Department of Labor levies penalties usually in the amount of back wages. However, an employer can avoid paying the liquidated damages if it shows it acted in good faith. So let's talk about some of the risks and some of the benefits of the VCS program. One of the obvious benefits is that the employer can avoid a large tax liability and penalties. One of the risks is that it does not provide state immunity from tax laws, and it also does not prevent the employer being held liable for other laws such as the ADA and under FINLAW.
Thank you for joining us for this informative video. Please don't hesitate to contact us at Huddleston Boland for more information or to discuss your legal needs.